Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, principals and school leaders. My name is Seta Bullitt, and I would like to thank you for your time here today. So today I would like to share with you 2 teaching strategies that would best be used in my teaching program. To begin, I would like to give you a brief insight on the school I'm currently working at. Goldmere Primary School is located in the lower socio-economic part of Melbourne, where 90% of students speak English as their second language. Majority of their parents come from all different places around the world and only know a little English. As an educator, it can be quite challenging in engaging and keeping students attentive, as many of them have trouble following with class content. So as a dedicated and driven teacher, I would like to share with you the 2 effective strategies I have chosen. To start off with, I would like to introduce the strategy direct instruction. This strategy is known as the teacher-centered approach to teaching. Its main focus is on clear behavioral and cognitive goals and outcomes. Learning is seen as a complete instruction and direction from classroom teacher. Teachers deliver all content to students and guide them towards the understanding of key concepts. Learning outcomes are clear and evident at the start of each lesson. Teachers provide students with a broad overview of the topic that they will be focusing on. The direct instruction strategy is backed up by strong academic research for students at beginner's level or students who have difficulty in learning independently due to their lower abilities. Direct instruction puts less strain on students as there is less cognitive load on their working memory. Students who are just put into new classes or who are finding school to be a bit too difficult may grow in confidence with learning as there is less pressure on them to participate in group discussions. Now, in saying that, group discussions are a very effective way for teaching students, but for some, the spotlight can be discouraging and they actually might not enjoy school and not learn new things because everything may be too fast-paced and independent learning is just not where they're at the moment. So we want to build them towards it. Students who have difficulty with learning need to take a step back and focus on the basics again. There is no point jumping to the next concept if a group of students still find the first one too challenging. For this strategy to be most effective, teachers must be enthusiastic and keen to teach, support, and guide students. These 3 principles is what teachers need to follow. As an example of how this strategy can be implemented, there is a program called Literacy Levels Intervention, or also known as LLI. This program is well structured and equipped with the basic concepts in literacy. Students who find reading, comprehension, spelling, grammar, and punctuation difficult are placed into this program to help better their understanding. The aim is for students to extend their existing knowledge and alter strategies to individual student ability. Each student will learn differently. Students who are involved in this program engage in more effective work and ask more frequent questions because of the way that the program is so well structured. Students are put into smaller groups and each group is given classwork that is more accommodating to them. Direct instruction has been shown to be an efficient and effective way to teach procedures that are difficult for students to discover on their own, such as reading fluently and understanding texts. The second strategy now that I would like to introduce to you guys is inquiry-based learning. So this strategy is more student-centered rather than teacher-centered, which we just discussed previously. Now, in this strategy, students get involved in learning practices and are more engaged because of this. The more involved students are, the more attentive they will be towards course content and processes. Students are invited to explore learning and make their own discoveries. This is in conjunction with independent learning, as students are left to find their own knowledge with minimal guidance from teachers. Inquiry learning incorporates cognitive learning as students need to more critically, evaluate their questions, and retain information. So there's a bit more heavy content in this approach. Cognitive learning is surrounded with the concept of long-term memory. Everything we see, hear, think about is critically dependent on and influenced by our long-term memory. This is why teachers who use this strategy work towards critical thinking, because it activates and enhances our long-term memory. This strategy is best suited for a large group of students who need to increase their learning capabilities and skills. For example, a group of grade 6 students have said that learning by just listening and dictating is not enough, as they are finding it boring and disengaging. This shows us that students thrive on challenges as it gets them more active and involved. This type of learning will have a positive impact on students because inquiry is all about thinking in order to create meaning. Allowing students to think more helps build their skills and understandings towards learning content areas. Recently, the Australian curricula have had great interest in the use of both inquiry and integrative methods to plan and implement an engaging classroom environment. This demonstrates its usefulness and effectiveness in classroom settings. Inquiry-based learning contributes to effective teaching practice by helping deepen students' understanding by guiding them towards thinking actively about concepts which they might find challenging. I would encourage and motivate other teachers to apply this particular strategy as it has a productive effect on overall student learning and constantly moves towards increasing knowledge acquisition. Inquiry-based learning uses activities that are hands-on, meaning that students get up, move around in order to learn and acquire knowledge. For example, practical experiments, research projects, role plays, case studies, and group collaborative work. Students who wish to grow and develop in their skills and knowledge need to be more active in their learning and become more involved in student collaboration work. I hope that you enjoyed my presentation, and I hope that I persuaded you to even implement some of these strategies into your teaching program as well as mine. Thank you.